Hi, it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today I have two brand new Toy Story toys. Now, these are from the 25th anniversary series, but they have been released later than expected, and they are relatively rare right now because of all the issues with stocking all of the different toys. So unfortunately, I've not been able to find these at any retail stores yet. So Walmart, Target, that sort of thing has not obtained them. I don't know yet if they will, but you can get them on Amazon right now, and I am super excited about these. I don't know if you guys remember it, but there was a pack that was a 2-pack released at one point that was just the posable figures of these two. Now, it did not come with any of the different targets, and neither one of the toys talked, but it did have Woody's lasso that will actually shoot out the loop, and it did have a poseable Buzz Lightyear with his gun in it. I think it was called the Arcade Pack, the Arcade 2-pack. But this is a new and improved version, of course, for the 25th anniversary. So now each of these characters say over 20 different things, and the Buzz will actually pose in a shooting pose. And what's really fun is this packaging is actually interactive. So I will show you what that looks like in the box, which is excellent. So if these actually do reach store shelves, super fun to play with in the actual store, and you can actually see what it does before you buy it, so that's super cool. All right, guys, this is the Launching Lasso Woody. What's interesting is it doesn't say talking anywhere in the title. However, he does have sounds when you move his arms, and he has over 20 sounds, so he does actually talk, but it's interesting that it doesn't say, you know, launching Lasso Woody or talking launching Lasso Woody or something along those lines. So here is the packaging. If you would like to pause anywhere to read anything, please feel free to do so. Sorry, I have a sticker on the back of mine. Alright, and then here is the Buzz. He is called Take Aim Buzz Lightyear, and I'll show you why in just a moment here. Again, feel free to pause if you would like to read anything. I figure all the packaging information you can get online if you so desire it. Plus, I'm about to show you all the features anyway. So, here we go. Alright, let me show you this packaging first because this is just too fun for my life. So this entire back of the packaging will push down so that he can pose, and he will start talking, so just a heads up. Alright, ready?
Look out! Don't let yourself get surrounded!
So that is excellent. He actually gets down on one knee, poses, and takes aim. And he actually does have a little light in here, so
I'm coming for you, sir.
I didn't mean to lift it that far, I'm sorry, but he does have a light at the end of his little blaster, so that's pretty fun. Okay, I don't think this one has a laser. Okay, so his blaster isn't his laser arm, so instead of having the light on his laser arm, he does have it in his blaster. All right, I'm gonna get these two open for you. It looks like for Woody, I can cut the band around his chest and feet, and then I should be able to peel everything else off of the packaging. And for Buzz, I'm going to have to cut a band around the back of him, and then I might just be able to pull him out. Let's find out on that. All right, so I'm going to cut this band in the back, and once this band is free,
Lightyear to the rescue.
oh my Buzz.
Laser at full power.
Oh, okay. There are actually two. I didn't see this bottom one here. So you're going to need to cut both of those bands. Got a little tiny pair of scissors, and I should have gotten a bigger one. Does he come out? Excellent. Okay, so super easy to remove from the packaging. And then the packaging still does this up and down. That's so fun, you guys. I love that. There also are instructions in here. They're just kind of sticking out the bottom awkwardly. So I'm going to kind of pull that out. I don't know that I'm going to need that, but I guess it'll tell me some battery information and whatnot.
To infinity and beyond.
Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll play in just a minute, Buzz. Just a minute. Okay. Oh, goodness. Alright. So maybe these two bands will release Woody, and then the rest I should be able to get out. Pulling the packaging apart. Are you free yet? Excellent. So there's Woody out. Not too bad on that. And then it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 other pieces that we need to remove from the cardboard. So not sure if it's going to be easier to unfold or not, but I'm going to unfold it. Alright, so we take this cactus piece off. We got a cactus and a wheel, and I'll show those up close in just a minute. And then a barrel. And then we need his main launching accessory, and And of course his hat, because what's a cowboy without his hat, right? Alright. So really not too bad on opening all of that packaging. Woody does have some paperwork inside of him as well. Do be careful, I've got all those little T-tags in there now that I've cut those bands, so be careful with all the little pieces, because they will be all around. Okay, let's check these out up close.
You're not getting away from us, bandit.
Oh, that's so cool. Alright, so as you start moving his arm down, his head will actually bow down
This
too.
town ain't big enough for the two of us.
So that is super cool. But I'm going to show you him up close. So here is Woody. I'll spin him around for you guys. Here's what his boots look like. Not a ton of detail on the boots and spurs, unfortunately, but it still looks pretty cool. There is a detailed embossed pull string on the back of him, but it is not a pullable pull string, I suppose. But there's a good bit of detail. There are definitely, the cactus is etched into the side of his boots. It looks like one on each side of each boot. And some texture on the top of his boots as well. It's got all the texture details, just not all the paint details. On his holster, usually there's a red gem in here and some different stuff like that. So it's embossed there. You can see it, but it's not, whoops, super detailed. Oh, I dropped Buzz. So here is Buzz up close. And I don't think he has any wing deployment. I don't think he actually has wings in here. No, it looks like just the backpack piece, but that's where his batteries go. Alright, here's Woody's hat. Does have the stitching, but it is not the white stitching. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we have the barrel, and this side of it is a textured barrel, and the other side is a sticker. So that's kind of fun. You can still see it on both sides. I kind of like that they did that, so you can decide which one you want. So here's the sticker cactus, which has a little more color in it, but here is the embossed one. Then we've got the embossed wheel here and the sticker wheel. So that's really cool. It's at least two-sided, which is not something that you see in newer toys very often. So show you those. There's the embossed and the stickers. Then we've got this launching lasso rope thing here. Got a big pile of the rope here, and then the rest of the lasso piece. It looks like it's tied together. We are probably supposed to untie that for play, so I'm going to get that apart. Does this retract in here? I'm not really sure. Maybe the string stays out as I launch it. Oh, this is gonna be so fun, you guys. I am very excited about this. All right. Paperwork that comes in here. It looks like we've got a very important piece of paper that says it complies with all the rules that it needs to be a toy. Okay. This looks super important too. Wow. All those, you have to put it in there paperwork pieces that no one really reads. Here's all the battery information in every language in case you guys wanted to work on your translation skills. Okay, guys, here's the actual instructions here. Oh, okay. Oh, that's adorable. I didn't realize he would do that. Okay. Super, super fun stuff. The rope actually does not retract all the way into it. It just stays loose, but it is attached to it so that you do not lose this other lasso piece, because otherwise it would get lost. You guys know how these launching missile pieces go. Okay, so fun thing about Woody. The reason his arm is up like this is because he is supposed to grab a hold of his hat, and then when you push his arm down...
Aim for the target!
Unfortunately, he can't actually grip his hat. I thought he could grip his hat and then bow his hat down at you, but his hand is way too big for that particular thing. But he's supposed to kind of like rest it like this.
Yes, sir. Time to round us up an adventure.
And then I think he holds the rope in the other hand. Oh, he can hold the rope in either hand. Okay. In the instructions, it shows that his right arm is down and bent, like mine is right now in this camera, and he's holding on to this thing. But there's no way that he does that because his arm is up. What? I guess you can just leave it up this high. I don't know. Alright. I got it in his hand, at least. Alright. I don't know why it shows that way inside the image, but not easy to do. And then in the other image, it looks like it's in his left hand. I think they messed up on the instructions, you guys. In the top boxes, it shows it in his left hand, and then on the bottom, it shows it in his right hand. But I guess you can put it in either hand, so if you would like to throw it from here, he can talk kind of doing this, and you can kind of launch it like that. Oh! Oh my goodness. Almost got one. But I feel like it's a little bit high up. So let me try to launch it from his left hand instead. Oh, this is so cool, you guys. There is a button on top that you can launch it from. Set my targets back up. Goodness. Goodness. This is a huge lasso, you guys. I can fit my entire hand in here. This is ridiculous, but super fun. Okay. Here we go. This is more like how they were holding it. Ready, 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 go! Oh, I got it! Sorta. I knocked it down before I got it, but it is wrapped around it, so I'm counting it. Oh, that's so fun. Maybe he can hang on to his hat while he launches it. What do you think, Woody? What do you think? Okay, one more time, you guys. One more time. This is not very easy to aim. I think we'll probably get the hang of it after a while, but... Alright. Can we reach the ring, or the wheel? Let's see. Ready? Oh, yes! I got it! Okay. That's excellent. This is going to be a super fun toy. Alright. As far as other articulation on this toy. Alright, he does...
Hey, howdy, hey!
He has a joint that will bend his head forward, and when you do bend his head forward, he will start talking. The same thing with the shoulder joint that bends forward. Now on this arm, he does have a full ball joint in his shoulder, so up, down, and all the way around. The other arm is just
Good job, Deputy. We lassoed all the targets.
It's just an up and down like that. Then he's got a full ball joint in the elbow and a twistable joint in the wrist. Looks like full ball joint in this elbow and the twistable joint on here. So really just the shoulder joints are different on these. Then he does have the full ball joint in the leg, in, out, and around. Full ball joint in the knee. You have to be a little careful because of the way that the pants are shaped, but it is a full ball joint there. And then you've actually got a twistable joint at the point where the boot, the inner boot, connects to the bottom of the pant leg, I guess, which is about here. It's hard to see in this camera angle, but it doesn't quite go all the way down. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Not super important. He does have a twistable joint in his waist as well, but this is the extent of that joint, which is okay because that's about the joint that a human would have, so I'm all right with that kind of motion there. Okay, guys, I accidentally dropped his hat. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay. To kind of work with him to get him to stand up, but he will stand up on his own. All right. Let's see all the stuff that he says. Ready, guys?
Wow, we did it, Deputy. That was some fancy roping. Where's my rope? Aim for the cactus. Aim for the wagon wheel. Good roping, Deputy. Yeehaw! Good roping, Deputy. Good throw, Deputy. You're not getting away from us, Bandit.
Oh my goodness, I wonder if this will fit around a Mr. Potato Head. We're gonna definitely check that out a little bit later, and I'll let you guys know.
Aim for the target.
Because, I mean, we need to hook One-Eyed Bart in this, right?
Hey, howdy, hey.
Or maybe a ham with Mr. Potato Head's hat. We got our evil Dr. Porkchop we can rope with that. That's going to be more difficult to do, though, because most of my ham figures are standing on all four legs instead of sitting up. So I don't know how easy that's going to be to rope an evil Dr. Porkchop, but maybe a Potato Head.
Time to lasso the bandit. Aim to the left. You almost got him. Time to practice throwing my lasso. This town ain't big
interestingly, he does actually have the button embossed right here, the buttons that go on his sleeves, but again, it's not painted. I might add some extra paint to this so it's a little more movie accurate. You know, this part and the edges here. He does have the edges of his vest painted in, it looks like, but again, not actually painted. The buttons on his chest are painted, but they don't have the silver outer ring. They have it embossed, but not actually fully painted in. And then, of course, he doesn't have the red striping in his shirt, which is kind of sad. So I feel like there's some color missing, but he's still really cool because of all these sayings. And the epic roping feature. Plus, I really love that these are two-sided. That makes me super happy, so.
Yes, sir. Time to round us up an adventure. Wow, we did it, Deputy. That was some fancy roping.
I don't know if we've heard them all. I know it has over 20 sayings.
We did it. We rounded up all the targets.
I think we're close to the end here.
Aim for the target. Yeehaw!
Most of these we've heard already, so.
Time to round us up some barrels.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
You're my favorite deputy.
That's a good one.
Good job, Deputy. We lassoed all the targets.
Excellent.
Well, howdy. I'm Sheriff Woody. Aim for the wagon wheel.
Okay, guys, I think that is all of the sayings now, or at least close to it. Let's talk about Buzz. All right, I'm gonna move him down here so I don't knock him off the table here. All right, bud. Let's see what you got. So I did show you Buzz up close already. He does have his little sticker that says Laser, as well as a sticker that says Lightyear and Space Ranger in the center. It seems like they're actually printed on, not stickers, so that's good news. They will not come off. The same thing with this. This is painted on.
Ready to be blasted away.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about that feature. Okay, so the little spaceship here is also painted on, and then he does have an embossed spaceship symbol right on his belt. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there is that. And then, of course, that blue belt is his utility belt, which is pretty neat that it does have that extra accessory. So it's definitely, you know, one of the later versions of the Buzz Lightyear. He doesn't have any of the detailing in his fingers as far as any of the knuckles and whatnot. So I think just kind of in general, it's missing a little bit of paint, kind of like Woody. But he does seem to have more. I mean, he's got at least all the main things, like these stickers and whatnot. I think the buttons probably could have been painted better. It looks like they painted a stamp of an oval on it, and they kind of missed a little bit. I don't know how well you can tell, but it just is kind of around the edges. So a little bit disappointing because in theory the whole top and sides of the button would be a different color, but it's not a big deal, I don't think. Again, he does not have wings. This part of his helmet does not come down. It looks like it almost does, but it is actually one solid piece here, unfortunately. All right, as far as articulation, this is going to get a little bit weird because he is the Take Aim one, but I will try not to set off too much of this when I do this. Okay, so I know this arm will set off his talking feature, but he does have a full ball joint in this arm. This one is probably just an up-down, so I'll set off his talking when I do this, but I'll show you.
Buzz Lightyear, at your service.
So that's the extent of the up, and that's the extent of the down. It doesn't actually go back any. As far as this arm, it's all the way around, all the way up, and all the way down, so that's really nice. And then he's got the full ball joint in this elbow as well, and then a twistable joint in the wrist. So very...
Blast our way out of here.
Sorry, very similar to Woody. Now, he does not have a joint in this elbow. Well, maybe in the wrist? No. He does not have joints in the elbow and wrist here because his arm needs to stay straight when he gets into his one knee position. And this is just going to get weird too on his legs. So I can't remember which leg is supposed to bend in the knee, but okay. I guess this one bends. So there's no joint on this left thigh because this
Space Ranger
is the bending one. So here's his extent this way and his extent this way. And then he does have a bendable knee here that does not trigger the other part, but look, he can kind of kick. So that is fun. Then he does have a bendable knee on this side.
Won't slow me down.
Sorry, I didn't even realize I was hitting the arm there. And it looks like a little bit of a bend in the foot here. Can't see it a whole lot, but a small amount of some bendability in just that left foot. The right foot needs to be firmly planted, otherwise he won't stand right when he goes down. So, we're going to pose him.
that, Zergbots.
That is so cool. So it's really easy to pose him, actually. You just kind of hold him at his shoulders and push down.
Take that, Zergbots.
So it's real easy for some of the younger kids to do as well.
My blaster will take care of you, Zerg.
I do kind of wish this set actually came with a little Zergbot, even if it was just a little thing like this, so that he could aim at something as well. But there are other sets with Buzz Lightyear and with Buzz Lightyear with blasters and different things that come with the Zergbots, so you can get Zergbots and other things. I think there are also Zergbot buddy figures that go with the action links, so there are Zergbot toys out there that you can get. Unfortunately, the set doesn't come with one, but you can always take aim at these targets as well. As far as the laser...
Hey, that was a nice shot.
It's a rather wide laser image. I don't know if you can see it on my hand, but it's not a direct point where you will be able to see exactly if you're hitting the target. It just kind of flares out. So if you turn the lights down, it's not going to be easy to see if you're hitting the targets, but you can see if you're hitting kind of a wall or a very large target maybe, and you still will be able to see this in the dark, so that's kind of cool. But let's see all the things he says. All right, ready?
Here we go! Don't move a mechanical muscle. I'm Buzz Lightyear. Prepare to be blasted, evildoers.
Okay, guys, his head also moves forward, which I didn't realize.
Heads up! We've got Zergbots on approach.
That was kind of funny. I pulled his head down and he says, "Heads up!"
Blast, we're surrounded.
Oh no!
Didn't you hear me, Space Ranger? I said. Oh, never mind. Good job, Space Ranger. Ha! These Zergbots won't slow me down. It's gonna take more than Zergbots to slow me down.
Ho ho ho!
It's time to blast my way out of here.
Do it! Yes!
Look out! Don't let yourself get surrounded.
Uh-oh.
I'm coming for you, Zerg.
Okay, so you guys remember the video game part? I think it was at the beginning of Toy Story 2, where Rex is playing the video game, Buzz Lightyear's video game, and he goes into the fortress, and right outside of the fortress there are all these Zergbots. So this is a scene that it makes me think of every time he says one of these phrases.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Laser at full power. To infinity and beyond. Get ready to be blasted away. Buzz Lightyear, at your service. We've got to blast our way out of here. I'm coming for you, Zerg.
So many blaster sounds, it's so cool.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Laser at full power. To infinity and beyond.
I'm seeing a little bit of a
Get
circle
ready to be blasted away.
on my table. So if your target is close enough, you might see a little bit of a circle, but it's going to be really hard to see.
Buzz Lightyear, at your service. We've got to blast our way out of here.
I'm going to move my camera so you guys can see this in a minute.
My blaster will take care of you, Zerg.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, that was a nice shot.
Oh, thank you.
Not today, Zerg. You are done. You're not getting away, Zerg. Here we go. Don't move a mechanical muscle.
Ooh.
I'm Buzz Lightyear. Prepare to be blasted, evildoers.
This is so cool. What a fun hero toy, Space Ranger. I mean, just, oh, Buzz is such a cool toy.
Heads up. We've got Zergbots on approach. Blast, we're surrounded.
Oh no.
Didn't you hear me, Space Ranger? I said. Oh, never mind.
I think it might be cycling the phrases again. There may be a few kind of scattered in there, but that is most of the phrases. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out how to move my camera so that you can see this laser and what I'm kind of talking about, where there's a circle in the center of the laser and then a wider circle around that, and then if your target is close enough, you will see a little bit of that circle. So if you want to like draw some little Zerg faces or print some little Zerg faces on a piece of paper and get it close enough to this, get the lights turned down a little bit and your kids can actually shoot at the little Zerg faces. Now, it would have been really cute if they put something like that in the packaging, even just something I could cut out, but there's no pictures of any of the bad guys anywhere. It does show all these little craters and stuff, so he is on Zerg's planet, like I was telling you about in the beginning of the second film, but no bad guys to be seen, no Zurg as far as all that, but let me move the camera so you guys can see. Hold on. When he
Good
shoots
job,
this,
Space Ranger.
when it's really far away,
These Zurg bots won't slow me down.
it's just kind of a faint red dot, but as you get closer,
It's gonna take more than Zurg bots to slow me down.
as you get closer, you can see this little
It's time to blast my way out of here.
more direct shot. So it's a little bit less fun, I think, because if you are going to shoot that close to the targets, it's, you know, a lot easier of a little game to play, I guess. But it's cool that it has a little bit of something. I do kind of wish they had narrowed in that focus so you could shoot at targets, but still pretty cool toys. Right here are the Buzz Lightyear instructions. If you are interested, there's not a whole lot. It's one step. You push down on his helmet and he goes into position and shoots. So it's not too difficult. He does take 3 of the AG13 batteries, also known as the LR44 batteries. Either one is compatible, and I think, not sure if Woody said batteries as well. Woody also takes 3 of the AG13 or LR44 batteries. So they do take the same type of batteries and the same number of batteries. Now, they do come with batteries inside the packaging, so you may want to replace those because those are going to be the ones that were on the store shelves or in the warehouses or whatnot before that. Now, I didn't get this from an actual physical store, so hopefully my batteries will be good for a little while longer. But if they do die out, 3 of the AG13 or LR44. I think that's really neat that it was two-sided. I appreciate it, and I think it's interesting that it was different on both sides. So you can pick whichever side you like best. If you liked the embossed ones, I think the embossed ones looks more natural as far as the barrel, but the sticker ones have more color and shading in it, and they're also nicer from maybe a further distance away, so I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys thought of all of these toys down in the comments below. If you have not had a chance to subscribe yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below as well. Then leave a like on this video, share it with your friends, and go check out my channel for plenty more toy reviews and other fun videos. Until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.